I'll be glad when King's Credit hand me my glass. I'm weak. 705 and growing. There we go. There we go. So look at, I do want to talk about this stage right here though. Right? These two right here. The bouncing back, okay? 500 to 580, and then the comfort zone, 580 to 620. All right. That 500 to 620 range is it's like the Twilight Zone low key, man. That 500, it's like the Twilight Zone because people get stuck, right? They got a couple late payments. They got some charge-offs. They got some collections. They've been disputing, right? One might fall off, two might fall off. And then they miss another payment. Like they just keep like seesawing, right? They get stuck in that fucking range, man. Because believe me, I was there for a long time, man. That 500 to 580, man, it's tough. So if you're fixing your credit yourself, you just kind of have to stick to it, right? You can't cut out all the credit sweeps, cut out all the quick fixes. That shit is all fraud anyway, you guys. Don't do that. All right. When you're in that 500 to 580 range, it takes a lot of just straight sheer work. Honestly, if you're fixing your credit yourself, got to do a little research, or you can join the school community. We do all the research for you. You can get the hands-on training and stuff you need, get that King Credit bundle, get to work. But that 500 to 580 range is so crucial too, because most of the people in that range, right, they got all negative shit on their profile. You know what I'm saying? So they're looking at all the bad stuff, but what they should be doing is you can be adding positive accounts to your profile too. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you got 5 charge off, 5 collections, right? No positive shit. Once you add a Kovo, Credit Strong, a Rent Reporters, a Rental Karma, maybe a Secure card, that 520, it literally turns into like a 610 just by adding those positive accounts. Because if you got all negative accounts, you ain't got nothing positive to draw from. You know what I'm saying? So that 500 to 580 range is crucial, man. You have to get up out of it. You have to keep adding positive accounts. If you're fixing your credit yourself, you have to keep educating yourself and just being in the proper groups, being around other people that are fixing their credit themselves. So 500 to 580 range is crucial, man. But then that 580 to 620 range, okay, is a danger / comfort zone, because you were working so hard to get out of that bouncing back stage. Now you're in this stage. So now you feel like you accomplished something, right? Instead of 10 collections, you got 4 left, right? You're starting to get credit 1 pre-approval letters. You know what I'm saying? Pre-qualification letters and all that shit. So you thinking you're feeling good. So you start getting stagnant. A lot of people get stuck right there at that 620 range, right? People call it a day because look at, that FHA loan, you only need a 580. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they get that house or that apartment and they just chill. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, that danger comfort zone, because you got to get out that comfort zone. And then that 620, okay? That 620 is the runner up, that 620 to 680 range, because now you're actually qualifying for decent cards. You know what I'm saying? Your interest rates are still kind of trash, right? But at least you're getting like a Capital One, a Saver, a Discover It. You're starting to get cash back and rewards and shit,